Late-night storms slam the area on what should be a beautiful start to the weekend. Gusting winds bringing down massive trees, causing damage and just making a mess. It's down to the deadline. New Jersey's governor promising no state or beach shutdown before your holiday week. A semi-truck on a Florida highway is missing a key part. The driver?
It's crazy even on that because it's a lot of safety issues over there.
I mean, I'd be okay with that.
A robotics company is testing out the new vehicle, but not all drivers are okay with the idea. Brotherly love and singing affection. Now, we all know Jilly from Philly knows how to rock the mic. She's hosting a block party today. We'll tell you the other musical lineups bringing the heat to our area. Good Day Philadelphia weekend starts right now.
From the Fox29 studios, this is Good Day Philadelphia weekend.
And fun fact, Living My Life Like It's Golden by Jill Scott was my ringtone for the better part of a year or so. Really? Useful information. Good morning, everyone. It's Saturday, June 29th. I'm Bill Anderson. Lauren Johnson is off this weekend, spending some time with her family. So we will hold it down for you this weekend. And there is a lot going on, weather rolling into the area. Although, as is often the case, we take a look out there now, Jeff, from the shore to Delaware to Philadelphia. Everything looks great, but it was a mess last night.
It was a mess last night. Storms, and we are looking at the possibility for severe storms for later on this afternoon into the evening.
No.
A few. It's possible.
Start with the positive.
The positive is lots of sunshine for right now. And let's take a look and see what's happening. So whether you're going to stay in Philly or go down the shore of the Poconos, we're talking about some hot temps, especially in Philly, looking for a high of 93 to get 87 degrees down the shore and 82 in the Poconos. So Poconos might be the place to be. All right, let's break it down in Philly. 80 degrees at 9 a.m. Already warm, already muggy by 89 degrees by lunchtime. We're looking at partly cloudy skies, and then we'll see the chance of showers by about 3 o'clock. Better chance to come about 4 or 5 o'clock, and then likely by about 6 o'clock tonight. So if you want to go somewhere just to cool out a little bit, the Philly Ice Cream Scoop starts at 11 a.m. It goes till 5 p.m. today at 12th and Filbert Streets. My favorite flavor is vanilla. 93 degrees for today, hot and humid and late day thunderstorms. Starting off also, we have that severe weather threat for later on today. Best chance between 4 and 9 o'clock. Damaging winds and large hail are going to be the concern. You can see the entire area in that slight chance category, so we're going to watch out for this. And as far as we're concerned right now, temperatures already starting off warmer than normal. We should be starting off about 68 degrees at around sunrise. We're at 75 in Philadelphia, 74 in Wilmington and Millville, 77 in Wildwood, but to north and west of the city in the upper 60s. And we're going to talk about how these temperatures are going to zoom up to the 90s once again, but there is a cool off in sight, Bill. I'll tell you about that coming up.
Sounds good. Nice haircut, by the way, man. It's a good look. All right, let's take a live look at the shore in Cape May. As we said, everything down there right now looks great. People getting out, enjoying the day, enjoying the beach already this morning. But it was a really different scene here in the city last night. Storms ripped through the area, causing scenes like this one. Look at this. Trees and power lines knocked down, blocking off roads, damaging cars. It was a mess. Now, Kelly Rule joins us from one of the hardest hit areas in South Philadelphia. Kelly, please tell me, eventually we're going to stop with this. It seems like it's happening every week.
Every week, Bill. I'm certainly sick of it, and I think people out here are as well. And it was kind of crazy. Driving down here, we didn't really see any damage. Then we turned onto Broad Street, completely different story. You saw a lot of debris down, fallen branches like that one. And then you can see the massive tree that fell along Broad Street there behind me. 2 of the 3 lanes blocked there. This is right near Geary Street. And again, this was the result of that storm that ripped through last night. We want to show you what this area looked like just a couple hours after the storm hit. Again, just large pieces of debris, large chunks of trees, branches across the street, and low-hanging wires. One of the trees that fell even shattered the back windshield of a car. Now, neighbors in South Philly say the storm came through quickly. It just started downpouring, and the wind was incredibly powerful. They say it lasted about 20 minutes. Some people had just gotten into their cars to leave, and they told us they just stayed put. They didn't even feel safe enough to drive. Here's what they had to say.
The winds were like really strong, blowing forcefully. I couldn't even get out of my house.
I couldn't get out of my car because you couldn't see like out in front of you. It was unbelievable.
This is probably the worst we've ever seen it. So it was pretty bad this time.
Neighbors say the last time they saw something like this was about 2 years ago. They described that as straight line winds, but you heard what that man just said. They believe this was among one of the worst storms that they've seen recently. And Bill, before we send it back to you, I want to point out Broad Street behind me, that third lane, cars are getting through there, but you certainly want to go slow, take your time, be careful as you're driving through this area today.
Sounds good. Thank you very much, Kelly, and we'll continue to update throughout the program. Now, we're following developing news out of Southwest Philadelphia, where 4 women have been stabbed. It happened around 11 p.m. around the 2500 block of South Dewey and Elmwood Street. The police tell us that the women started fighting at a party. All 4 victims, ages 18 to 40 years old, were taken to the hospital. Thankfully, they are expected to be okay, but 2 of the women were arrested in connection to the stabbing. In Camden County, crews rushed to Collingswood after cars flipped on its side. This is what we saw when we got to the crash on Ferry Avenue and White Horse Pike around 3 a.m. Investigators haven't released any details yet, but we do know that there were injuries, and we'll update you as soon as we learn more. Now, this was a really unusual traffic stop in Delaware County. Police pulled over a tractor trailer in Chester Township. It was carrying $125,000 in nickels. And it turns out that the trailer was stolen from an Amazon lot in Edison, New Jersey. Now, police say the driver already owned the truck, but stole the trailer for deliveries. He picked up a load of nickels from the Mint and then was planning to deliver that load to a bank. When police pulled him over, he's been arrested and has been charged. Also in Delaware County, a struggle breaks out between police and a man in the parking lot of a courthouse. It ends with shots fired, and now that man is dead. The victim's family wants answers, and our Jeff Cole reports from Linwood.
In a Linwood, Delaware County court parking lot, a restraining belt, shell casing, possibly the handle of a gun, all marked as evidence. The remnants of a struggle, say investigators, that left 34-year-old Darren Williams, seen here on Facebook, dead.
The prisoner somehow got the gun. One constable tased him, and then the other constable grabbed the gun went off, and the guy was shot.
The Delco DA says the Chester man was arrested Thursday night in Trainer for driving under the influence, jailed this morning in a district court cell without handcuffs. The DA says he rushed past officers and ran into the parking lot where he fought with a Trainer police officer grabbing his gun.
I heard him say, "I got the gun now."
The DA says Williams, the officer, and a constable fought for the weapon in a struggle caught on camera.
The first shot appears to be that he shot himself while they were struggling on the ground, and the constable then shot Mr. Williams.
He's all right. He ain't the best of the kid, but he's okay. He didn't deserve this, I don't think so.
Williams' family arrived believing he'd been shot while handcuffed, arguing the father of 2 was a decent guy.
Like they all have, done their stuff, but he was a real nice guy, and I can never see him resisting arrest.
The Delaware County District Attorney says Mr. Williams has a criminal past and has spent time in prison. She says her office will investigate the police shooting. But once again, Mr. Williams' family has arrived here in the late afternoon to say that they question the facts. They want an independent probe. In Linwood, Delaware County, I'm Jeff Cole, Fox 29 News.
And it's coming down to the wire, but New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy says that he will have a budget in place before the deadline. The Democrat promised that there would be no government shutdown, meaning that state parks and beaches would stay open for the July 4th holiday. Murphy says he's still reviewing the $38.7 billion plan that lawmakers sent him last week. New Jersey's Constitution requires a balanced budget. It has to be in place by July 1st. And also in New Jersey, thousands of workers are scheduled for a raise on Monday. It's all thanks to a deal earlier this year that raises the minimum wage to $15 an hour by 2024. Now on July 1st, minimum wage is expected to increase to $10 an hour. It will then go up another $1 at the start of the new year. Then it's expected to raise $1 every year until it reaches $15. The current minimum wage in the Garden State is less than $9 an hour. Nurses at Hahnemann University Hospital are demanding that the hospital's owner, Joel Friedman, find a way to keep the hospital open. Members of the Pennsylvania Association of Staff Nurses and Allied Professionals marched from Rittenhouse Square to Friedman's home yesterday. Hahnemann is a teaching hospital and has 2,500 workers, including 800 unionized nurses. The Pennsylvania Secretary of Health has since issued a cease and desist, meaning that the hospital can't shut down or cut services, at least for the time being.
This is a whole hospital issue, and we love where we work and we love the people that we serve. And if we can no longer do that, it's going to have a huge impact on the city and on our patients. And we need to do everything we can to make sure that we can keep doing what we do.
And the impact would be huge. More than 40,000 people get treated through Hahnemann University's emergency room each year. Now, the 4th of July, right around the corner, and there are a lot of sweet deals happening this weekend leading up to Independence Day for the Wow Wow Welcome America Festival. And many of the city's museums are offering free or pay what you wish admission to visitors today. That includes the Philadelphia Museum of Art, the Pennsylvania Academy of Fine Arts, and the African American Museum in Philadelphia. And some institutions like the National Constitution Center and the Rodin Museum, they're open for extended hours. And what would the 4th of July be without fireworks? In Philadelphia, the free Wow Wow Welcome America concert on Thursday. It features Grammy Award winners Meghan Trainor and Jennifer Hudson at 7 p.m. and it ends with fireworks over the Philadelphia Museum of Art. In Delaware County, you can head to Clifton Heights Athletic at 9:30 to catch the fireworks, but don't forget to bring your lawn chairs and a picnic blanket. Moving over to Montgomery County, food trucks will arrive at Walt's Golf Farm in Limerick at 5:30 p.m. Rock and roll music will begin at 7. The fireworks go off once the sun sets, and Bucks County has the perfect fireworks show for kids on July 4th and 5th. Sesame Place will host the show with Elmo, Count Von Count, and Cookie Monster, who will give musical performances alongside the show. Now, exploring Saturn's largest moon, NASA announcing their newest out-of-this-world mission as part of the New Frontiers program. Jeff.
Good morning, ready, and look at this, Bill. Beautiful sunshine, right? But it's going to get a little hot. You might want to stay inside and enjoy that air conditioning.
Good morning, everybody. A lot going on in the city today. We got the Independence Day Regatta both today and tomorrow, rowing on the river, and it's closing to Kelly Drive all the way through Sunday. And then later on today, it's the Mann Music Center kicking off the WDAS Summer Block Party in the park. So we'll see a lot of volume on the Schuylkill getting into that concert series. And then, of course, tonight, it's fireworks on Penn's Landing. We'll have more Good Day Philadelphia weekend when we come right back.